morning children. So today we are going to start the next new chapter, why do we fall ill. In the chapter only we are getting to know what we are going to learn now. What is the reason behind that we are getting the illness or diseases, some other diseases, what is the difference between the two types of diseases we are learning. So now I'll read the introduction part. When to do this exercise, we realize that health and disease in human communities are very complex issues with many interconnected causes. We also realize that the ideas of what health and disease means for themselves very complicated. Health and diseases. Yes, now if you are not taking care of your health properly, what will happen? Constantly we will fall sick. The diseases will spread. So what is coming? We have seen the cells are the basic units of living beings. You already learned in the chapter 8, also last class also you learned about the cell. What is a cell? It's the structural and functional unit of the all living organisms. So cell is the smallest microscopic structure. We cannot see with the naked eye, but we can see with a microscope, with the help of microscope. The cell is the functional and structural unit of our all living organisms. So next, chemical substances, protein, carbohydrate, fats or lipids and so on. Although the picture looks quite static, in reality the living cell is a dynamic place. Something other than is always happening. Cells move from one place to another. Even in cells they do not move, there is a repair going on. New cells are being made in all our organs or tissues. There are various specialized activities going on. Heart is beating, lungs are breathing, kidney is filtering the urine and brain is thinking. All these activities are going, some other functions are going inside, and cells are dividing day by day, dividing within one day. The millions of cells are releasing and millions of cells going to repair and damage and the close also. All these activities are interconnected. For example, if the kidney are not filtering the urine, the poisonous substances will accumulate. Under such condition, what will happen? Brain will not work, able to think properly. For all these interconnected activities, energies and raw materials are needed from outside of the body. In other words, food is necessary for cells and tissue function. Why food is necessary for all the cell functions? We want energy to do the work. All the functions to go properly, the energy is needed. Energy should be released. From where do we get energy? We are getting energy from food we eat taking. Yes, now for example, they are given if the kidney is not proper in function, what will it affect? Some other organs inside our body. So similar. In this content, we will now look the notation of health and diseases. Let's see what is the significance of health. We heard the word health and is used quite frequently all around us. We use it ourselves as well. We say, like my grandmother's health is not good. Our teachers use it, very scold her saying this is not a healthy attitude. What does the word health mean? So sometimes they will say, parents will say, your grandmother health is not good. Otherwise you will say, I am not feeling well, that's why I cannot attend the class. What is the health actually? If we think about that, we realize that it always implies the idea of being well. We can think of this well-being as efficiently functioning. For our grandmothers, being able to go out to the market to visit the neighbors to be well, and not being able to do such thing is the pure health. Being interested in following the teaching is the classroom so that we can understand the word is called healthy attitude. And while not being interested is called opposite. Health is therefore the state of well-being enough to function well physically, mentally and socially. So at last, what is the definition of health? We can say health is therefore the state of being well enough to function well in physically, mentally and socially. So personal and community issues both matter for the health. Yes, no? means it means that the physical and mental and social well-being, it cannot be something that each one of us can achieve entirely on their own. The health of all organisms will depend on their surroundings and their environment. Yes, no, your area, your house should be clean. That is not enough for you. You want to keep your surroundings in your city, village, and everything should be clean, and then only the diseases will not spread from one person to other or one place to another. So consider, but even more importantly, human beings are living in societies. Our social environment, therefore, is an important factor in our individual health. Yes, no? For each individual health, the social factors are very, very important. Means our social environment is very, why we are living in the society, the social environment is very, very important major factor to be the individual health. In such places, and even our physical environment is decided by our social environment. So now consider what would happen if no agency or ensuring the garbage is collected and deposited. What would happen if no one takes the responsibility for cleaning the drains and ensuring that water does not collect in the streets and open spaces? You think the 1 week they are not coming to collect the waste from your each houses. What will happen? It will accumulate in your house and will become dirty for your house, and the diseases started to grow in your each house, one by house. So next, if your drainage is not cleaning properly, what will happen? Again the problematic will come to created to the society only. So if there is a great deal of garbage thrown in our street, or there is a open drain water line transient around there where is a live, possibility of poor health increases. Therefore, public cleanliness is important for the individual health. So coming to the main point, underlining point, the public cleanliness. The public cleanliness is important for the each individual health. So what is the distinction between the healthy and disease free? We can say that we are not. In what mean the health and what do you mean by disease? The word is actually self-explanatory. We can't think of this disease disturbed. Its disease, in other words, literally means the being uncomfortable. So however the word is used to more limited, the meaning that the specific and particular cause of discomfort. So suffering from diarrhea without knowing exactly what has caused the loose motion. So we can now easily see that it is possible to be in a pure health without actually suffering from a particular disease, or simply not being disease is called. So good health of a dancer may mean able to stretch his body into difficult but graceful position. On the other hand, good health for the musician may be mean having the enough breathing capacity in his lungs to control and release the unique potential to her necessity for their real health. So can be health without there being simple cause in the form of an identified disease. This is reason why we think about the health, we think about the society and communities. On other hand, we think about the diseases, we think about the individual sufferers. Means they are saying about that if the musicians can sing in within him, take the long breath after the long time. If you want to sing like a musician, means you want to give them more practice, like, and dancer can bend their bodies anyway, but we can't. The practices is needed for more that. So what is the diseases and diseases, its causes? What diseases and its causes? So next, let's know about the little more about the diseases.